Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Happy Saturday. I don't know about you, but the feeling I was getting online yesterday was something along the lines of this. Thank you, Act America, for making that accurate depiction of reality. The human behavior aspect of this will always remain the most fascinating. But let's get to the elephant in the room. And by elephant, I mean donkey. Yes, Joe Biden was announced the 46th president of the United States by the media today. So CNN, I believe, was one of the first to announce it, and then everyone else announced it, or other people announced it, and now people are cheering in the streets and all over the place. But it is not actually technically over yet. The Trump campaign is not conceding as of now and released this statement today. They also held a press conference, and we'll get to that in a minute. But let's see the statement that the Trump administration has released. So they say, we all know why Joe Biden is rushing to falsely pose as the winner and why his media allies are trying so hard to help him. They don't want the truth to be exposed. The simple fact is that this election is far from over. Joe Biden has not been certified as the winner by any states, let alone any of the highly contested states headed for mandatory recounts or states where our campaign has valid and legitimate legal challenges that could determine the ultimate victor. In Pennsylvania, for example, our legal observers were not permitted meaningful access to watch the counting process. Legal votes decide who is president, not the news media. Beginning Monday, our campaign will start prosecuting our case in court to ensure election laws are fully upheld and the rightful winner is seated. The American public are entitled to an honest election. That means counting all legal ballots and not counting any legal ballots. This is the only way to ensure the public has full confidence in our election. It remains shocking that the Biden campaign refuses to agree with this basic principle and wants ballots to be counted, even if they are fraudulent, manufactured, or cast by ineligible or deceased voters. Only a party engaged in wrongdoing would unlawfully keep observers out of the count room and then fight in court to block their access. So what is Biden hiding? I will not rest until the American people have the honest vote and count they deserve and that democracy demands. President Donald J. Trump. So this is not over. Does this mean victory for the Trump administration? I have no idea. Will this fly in the courts? I have absolutely no idea. We will see how this plays out, but it is definitely not over. And some things did come out yesterday. So one of the things, and again, I don't know if this is actually going to change anything or flip anything. This just adds to the pile of discrepancies and uncertainties that this election process has manifested, basically, of all of the videos that have come out. And you see a lot of people online and they're saying that Trump is getting his base all riled up. It actually has nothing to do with President Trump. It just has to do with the hundreds and hundreds of accounts of discrepancies and sort of anomalies and weird things that people have been observing or been experiencing in the election polls. So it's not necessarily Donald Trump getting his base all riled up. It's, actual videos and things are popping up and people are concerned. Maybe those concerns are illegitimate. Maybe all these videos and discrepancies can be perfectly explained. And I think that's fair. We don't know either way. But the truth of the matter is this. I keep seeing in the media that Biden has more votes than Obama, and this is so great. He has more votes than Obama. Well, the truth of the matter is Donald Trump also has more votes than Obama got. And here's an article kind of explaining. So he also has more votes. So that's putting this man at roughly 70 million people that voted for him. And I will guarantee you, because of everything that has come to light within the past few days, most of these 70 million people are probably questioning the legitimacy of this election. And if you remember, on election night, Joe Biden actually gave a nice speech. He put words together and sentences, and they made sense, and there was meaning behind them. And one of the things he said was, when he gets elected president, he is going to be the president of all people, not just the people that voted for him. And he also expressed a message of unity and wanting to unify this country moving forward. So I would think, yeah, that's a great message to have, and that's a great way to want to start out your presidency. So I would think a great way to start this out is say, we are going to recount in these states, and we are going to make sure all of these are legal. And yes, I am confident that I won this election. I'm so confident that I won this election, and I am so confident in the integrity of the election process that we vow to be completely open and transparent. We welcome the recounts. You want these things explained, we'll explain them so it can put the minds of the American people at ease, because that's 70 million people that voted for Donald Trump. And of the states that are under investigation, I know Pennsylvania just had a ruling to put all of their ballots that were received after a certain date and time to the side. I know that Georgia was ordered a recount. Michigan, there's some stuff going on in Michigan, and Wisconsin has a recount requested. And those are the states that I know of. I know of just at the top of my head. So these are the things that are being investigated. Is this going to go in Trump's favor? I have no idea, but I do think, with all the information, like I said earlier, that's come to light, I do think it's fair for people to ask for more transparency, and I think it's fair, given all of the information that we have, for people to ask for an investigation. I don't think that's out of line, and I think it would be very cool and good of the Biden administration to sort of be behind that. I think, again, if you're confident in the legitimacy of this process, there should be no issue with transparency and being for people wanting to investigate it and be sure of it. And what a great way to start a new presidency and a new 4 years, to start in a place of unity. But let me know what you guys think. I know it's, I'm trying to be as fair and positive as possible, because I know that there's a lot of emotions running around right now. There's a lot of frustration and confusion, and I just want to be as fair as I possibly can. There were still a lot of wins for Republicans. I'm just going to read this tweet by Cernovich, and it's a little snarky, but I just want to pull out the good parts of it. Media struggles to settle into a narrative. Trump earned second highest number of votes in an election, made gains with Hispanic, Black, Muslim voters. GOP gained House seats, so no down ballot problem. These folks aren't smart enough to write about what happened, so he's making fun of the media, but this was actually a win on many fronts for Republicans, and I actually think there is a new, young, diverse group of Republicans that are up and coming. So this was wins in many ways. And again, you know what? It's not over yet. We don't know. It's going to court. We will see what happens. But I hope you guys have a good weekend, and don't let anything get to you too much. It's not totally over yet, but even if it is, even if Mr. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, or whoever it turns out to be, is your president, we will be okay. We have the Senate, hopefully still have the Senate, and things will be just fine. And hey, we're gonna have a lot of material, a lot of things to make fun of and talk about for the next 4 years. But let me know what you think about everything that is happening right now. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.